Hello and welcome, fellow subscribers and other racing fans. You all know it, today we got the new AMG Mercedes GT3 and let's see what this car can do and how it's balanced within the GT3 class. Okay, let's come to a first impression with the new AMG Mercedes. So we have a top speed of 290, 500 horsepower, which is, I think, less than the old SLS. Let's see. Yeah, it has 550, but it says it has the same top speed. Acceleration and braking seems about the same. 1350 weight, which is rather much for a GT3 car, but it's the same as before. So it seems like the new car, which has, by the way, the same engine as the old car, has a smaller restrictor, and we will look at that shortly. Weight balanced more to the front, same weight balance as before. Let's see, the old one has a restrictor of 36.8 millimeters. Now let's see what the new one has. Random. Create a new setup and see that we have 35, so 3 millimeters less. So the BOP first makes this car slower. Okay, then let's just go out on track and see if it's slower or not. I will not change the setup except for the fuel, so we put in less fuel and just go out on track and see what the car can do. Oh, no final drive adjustment, that's interesting. No bump stops. Oh, that probably is not very good for Bathurst. It's quite high. Much downforce, but yeah, just want to go out on track and see the driving mechanics. Okay. I really like the blinker lever, like in the real car. I mean in the road car. I forgot to change force feedback. And back to the pits. Yeah, it's too high for me for most cars, so let's change that to something I like more. Out on track again. Okay, seems to be quite low in volume. Can't hear the engine too well. Pretty much feels like the old SLS. A little bit boaty. Boaty McBoatface. But not a bad feeling. Just also not very direct. It's not understeery. And frankly, I have to say, it doesn't blow me away. seems not very stiff. It seems a bit floating around. So we will test that with less downforce and with stiffer springs in a second. So after some test runs, some test laps, I have to say the car has a wide range of ride height settings, and that also means you can go below a certain height where you're buttoning out like crazy. So this is not recommended, lowest ride height in this car. I did set it up to around 60 and 68 in the rear. I will put the full setup into the description if you want that. And after some laps, I think 3 or 4 laps, I got a 2039 with the car. So now there's the question, how does it compare to other GT3 cars? So naturally I took the old SLS and drove around the Bathurst. I know there are some crazy leaderboard times with this car on this track, but this is because of the esports event which was there. So don't expect me to get those lap times after 3 or 4 laps of trying. Okay, back to topic. The old SLS on my hands was 3 to 4 tenths faster, but I felt like I gave away some tenths there, because the old SLS, I have to say, is harder to drive than the new AMG. It feels like there is more grip in the new car. It is missing a little bit of top speed maybe, but that's marginal. That's only 3 kilometers per hour maximum. So what should I say about those two cars? On a high-speed track like Bathurst, the old SLS seems to be equal or a tiny bit faster than the new AMG. With the Aston, you know, I like this car, and I'm already preparing for next week's AOR race with GT3 cars on Bathurst. And with the Aston, I'm again a half a second faster than the SLS time. So not sure if it's only because I am faster in the Aston because I have more practice in it, or if the Aston is faster than the SLS on this track. But I would doubt that. However, you can say it's very well balanced, so we don't see any imbalances like with the Corvette or the Cadillac car, which are new to the game and kind of slow in the end. So again, on a high-speed track like Bathurst, with the technical middle sector, the car is very well balanced. It's better to drive than the old SLS, but it feels slower. That's probably because of the 50 horsepower, which it is missing because of the smaller restrictor. So what am I missing to tell you? I will put all the data I have, like the telemetry data from the profiler and the setups, into the description. I would definitely recommend you to try the car, but be warned, it's not like the overlord car or some kind of miracle. It's just the old SLS with more grip, I would say. More grip and less power. It has the same gearbox, it has the same engine with a 3mm smaller restrictor, and many of the setup options are the same. A wide range of ride height and downforce options allows you to set up the car very precisely for any track you might encounter. However, that also makes it harder to set up the car as you have more options. So it would take more time to find the perfect setup. And I think the default setups on the SLS as well as on the AMG are not the best for most tracks. There are many problems that need to be tackled if you want to be fast in the car. So hopefully you liked that first impression video, give me feedback. There's probably a proper setup 101 coming up for this car for some track in the future. So thanks for watching guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.